Check this out. You see that?
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some mysterious things caught on camera. But as always, before we dive in, remember to hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content. Just like this. Our first clip of the day was sent to us by the Instagram account The Real Brooks. For some months now, the OP has been struggling to sleep and thought their stress levels were causing them to see things around their apartment. For a few weeks, they simply brushed it off as needing some rest. That was until they caught something on camera. While playing around on TikTok, the user noticed something strange in the background of one of their clips. Take a look. As you can see, a transparent figure zips from left to right. So would you chalk this transparent figure up to stress, or is there more going on here? Love to hear theories on this bizarre sighting in the comments down below. This next one was captured by the CCTV security system inside of the Felix Bulnes Hospital in Santiago, Chile. It was uploaded to the Instagram account Paranormal Carlos Martinez for all to see. While initially it looks like the patient is having a panic attack, at one point it looks like his leg gets dragged by some sort of unseen force. Here it is in slow motion. The nurse on call comes to the aid of the patient, then the clip abruptly ends. One commenter said that they too had had an eerie encounter in the same hospital. While walking through one of the unused wards on the property, they said they heard disembodied whispers and laughter. There was no one else around and they couldn't explain where the noises were coming from. To back up these claims, a separate piece of footage surfaced from the hospital. This time it was captured in an old disused wing. Take a look. An eerie voice can be heard. Then suddenly, this happens.
Shit away.
Something rushes by at the end of the darkened corridor. Looks to be some kind of object thrown against the wall. So is this old hospital in Chile really haunted? Given the first-hand accounts and the separate pieces of video evidence, it certainly does make you wonder whether the souls of former patients might be lingering on the property. From one haunted hospital to another. This next piece of startling footage has left internet users confused and frightened as it appears to show a security guard interacting with a ghost. Take a look. The footage was captured inside of the Sanatorio Finiquieto, a private medical clinic in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The eerie encounter took place on the 11th of November at 3:26 AM. At the beginning of the clip, you can see the door open, but no one comes into the building. The security guard stands up and checks his clipboard as though preparing for someone to enter the facility. He releases the band at the checkpoint, then appears to chat with someone as though a normal person were entering the building. He makes a few gestures as though directing the person further into the facility. He then appears to offer a wheelchair to the invisible presence. A spokesperson for the healthcare provider said that they had already logged the main entrance door as malfunctioning, stating that it had opened by itself 28 times in the span of 10 hours. However, they found the security guard's behaviour a little harder to explain. They said that the guard appears to write something onto the register, but no names were recorded in the system during that period. A rumour proliferated that the guard wrote the name of a patient who had died the day before, but this claim is yet unsubstantiated. After the clip went viral, two main theories prevailed. The first being that the guard might be playing a prank on his colleague in the security office who would have been watching the video feed during the night. It's possible he just acted the whole scenario out to spook his workmates during a slow night shift. The second theory, however, is a little more chilling. This theory suggests that the guard did indeed see someone come into the building and that he was interacting with a patient that had died the previous day. So what do you think? The footage is certainly unsettling, but could it all just be a prank? Let me know where you land on this mysterious piece of footage in the comments down below. This next bizarre piece of footage was captured inside of a church in Africa. The clip was uploaded to Instagram by Paranoid Normal. Take a look at what happens. On first viewing, it is hard to tell what exactly is going on, but on subsequent playthroughs it doesn't become much clearer either. Initially, we see what looks like a flame appear inside of the woman's dress on the right. She panics and people rush to her aid. Seconds later, we can see another flame appear inside of the man's white shirt. The woman then appears to faint. Here are the two separate flames in slow motion. While initially some viewers thought it could be a malfunctioning cigarette lighter, it seems unlikely that it would happen twice on two separate people within seconds of each other. Other comments suggested that the whole thing could be a scam to encourage donations to the church. Perhaps these two people are actors trying to make it seem as though something miraculous has taken place. This would increase both patrons and donations to the church. Either way, it's definitely a weird piece of footage, but I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers, for final judgment. This next one is perhaps a little bit silly, but nevertheless it went viral and people have asked us to feature it. It's some footage captured by Facebook user Jermaine Ivory. Take a look.
We've been talking about the glitches in the Matrix where things are, if you've seen the Matrix, then you know. Now, check this out. You see that?
A squirrel appears out of nowhere in the middle of the road.
If you've seen the Matrix, then you know. Now, check this out. You see that? Did you see that? Where did the squirrel come from?
The odd clip went viral, racking up over 1 million views with thousands of comments. Jermaine was quick to call the event a glitch in the Matrix, suggesting that we're living in a simulated world where an error has occurred generating a squirrel out of thin air.
If it's not a glitch, show me what it is then.
However, most likely, this is just a trick of perspective. There could be a slight decline in the pavement or even a pothole that the squirrel comes out of, creating the illusion that it appears from nothing.
Things, if you've seen The Matrix, then you know. Now, check this out.
Still, this hasn't stopped this clip from tickling the curiosity of over 1 million Facebook users.
If you've seen The Matrix, then you know. Now, check this out. You see that? Did you see that? Where did the squirrel come from?
Before we take a look at some mysterious footage captured from the International Space Station, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last clip of the day comes from NASA's live feed on the International Space Station. Take a look as a strange unidentified object comes into view of the camera. It moves slowly from right to left. It then hovers in place for a while, before moving upwards. Then it flies to the left at a much greater speed than before. Here it is again, sped up and zoomed in. The regular response for ISS sightings like these are that it could be space junk or a distant satellite. However, the curious thing about this sighting is that the object makes several distinct changes in direction and alters its speed. Space junk or satellites would never make these maneuvers or change their speed so instantly. So, unless more info comes to hand or NASA makes an official statement, this will have to remain a genuine UFO sighting. If you love mysterious videos like this one, then check out our other content. There's an episode there. Otherwise, there's a massive paranormal playlist right there that'll keep you entertained. Now remember to follow us on all our other socials as well. There's links in the description box below. And that's it for me. I'll see you all next time.